10 men, because this is a challenge that we saw immediately, Asamoah, and felt that in a World Cup that has seen unparalleled VAR intervention, perhaps Michael Olise very lucky here.
Yes, he was very, very lucky there, and sometimes it's everything relies on the referee. This is a very dangerous tackle, and it's a career-threatening injury. When you see how he twisted his ankle with that force, for me, it's a referee's decision to give any card for, and for me, I think it should be a red card.
Yeah, I mean, we struggled in this World Cup with the inconsistency of the referee's decision and the VAR involvement. So we've seen many fouls like this in the World Cup, and we've only seen one red card. So I'm not saying he has to give a red card. You know, it could also be a yellow card. It's definitely a card. But, you know, we've seen it with Belgium from the USA. He was the only one for a single challenge like this that was expelled from the game. So I don't want the referee to intervene and ruin the game. So I'm not saying, you know, red card, but it was a tough challenge.
Just maybe a review.
Perhaps,
Today we're not go for a review, and I think for me then it just says one, the tackle is immediately two and stats. So it's definitely, you know, a rigorous check for me.
Okay,
You have to call it a spade. You know, it's the law. That is the law.
Okay, again, we'll explore that particular challenge in a bit more detail after the game, because Luca D wasn't Miyazaki as his teammate Marco Olise, and unfortunately in many ways, Asamoah wasn't quite aware of what's happening to the blind side. And
yes, for me, it happens. You know, for a left back, you know, he controlled the ball, and then the second touch was to just clear the ball. He was focusing on the ball and without seeing the player coming. It's not unfortunate they have to concede a penalty like that, but it's a clear penalty. You know, he just kicked in while he was trying to clear the ball. You know, so you can't blame him for that. You know, he really posted penalty was good, and it was a great penalty there.
yeah, brilliant penalty taken by Mikel Oyarzabal. Fifth goal of the tournament, is first since the round of 32. He joins David Villa as well as Emilio Butragueño. On 5 goals at the FIFA World Cup, no Spaniard has scored more in a single edition. Were we comfortable then with the fact that when this goal did come, it was just reward for Spain, who were very much in control of the game? Amanda?
I'm watching the
Yeah,
TV
I
right
thought,
now.
very valid. And,
The TV is
at some
not
point
watching
we
me.
were also just hoping for an early goal, just to maybe try and open things up. But for me, this is typical of what Spain will do. The high press, they want to counter press, they want to win the second ball. They're very aggressive as well in the French's faces. But this is what we used to see in Spain. The tiki-taka, yes, but now it's quite effective. It's forcing the final third box entries, and it looks good when you connect.
Some wonderful intrinsic play in the one the boxers. It's a shame that he didn't end up with the goal, but Spain are pressing France very high, not to let them get into their own rhythm. But they have to be very careful. It's very brave what Spain is doing, but they've got to be very careful because it only takes one player to be out of position. And France will take advantage of that. A few times France is found Olise between the lines, Rabiot between the lines, and here we see one where they play in Mbappe, and I mean, big applause to Unai Simon for his positioning because his defenders are at the halfway line, and he needs to have a high position there, and he had that, and that's very brave defending by Spain. But it's a thin line, it's a very thin line. So I don't think, you know, if they continue to do that, they have to do it for very disciplined. Otherwise, France will get behind them.
These are the numbers then that tell quite the story from the first 45 minutes. No attempts on target for France against Spain, which means Spain still only faced 7 attempts on target throughout this entire competition. The big reason why they only conceded a single goal. But it's an opportunity this for Didier Deschamps to earn his money because he has to change something in Dallas. Otherwise, France are destined for the round, or rather, for third and fourth place playoff. For Spain, so far, so good. But 45 more minutes and they're back in the final.
Hook up làwọn eléyìí ẹ̀ tí gbé bandit ni wọ́n ní ẹgbẹ́ kó àwọn jọ ní àwọn ọmọ ogun àbájá
Today,
làwọn
I
eléyìí.
promise that
Àwọn eléyìí ó sì dàbí ìyàwó yìí tó wà lẹ́yìn ìwé ẹnu rẹ̀. Ó dàbí ẹ̀
spin big and win bigger with Bet Ninja. Has the game lost its color? We're here to bring it back.
Le football war nation, on serait la plus grande du monde. Now we both the one stages.
àwọn eléyìí àwọn ó ṣe àwọn gbàgede lórí gbogbo ayé ológun máa ní àwọn alágbàkọ yìí.
Football unites the world. It's all in the moon.
For the millions. Before the game begins.
I'm doing my checkout at one of the most viral hotels in China. I'm going to give you my honest opinion.
The stats check out. The odds line up. Every choice feels
Somebody
right.
who paid to stay here. This room that you see here, I paid $200 the day before to book this room. And in China, it is incredibly expensive. You can legitimately find 4-star hotels in this country for $30 and 5-star hotels in this country for $60. So, do I think it is worth it? Well, let's break it down.
We're talking tactics. Live on Supersport. Only on DSTV. Brought to you by Bet Ninja. Truly Ninja.
Bet Ninja, where the biggest World Cup contributors. And it's not just because of one-night bedroom and bedroom build your betting streak. And we really give out $50 million Plus, new customers get 100% stake back. It's the first World Cup bet news. Win your share. You can do the match in our Bet dashboard to get exclusive booster best bets and match day. Bet Ninja, where the biggest World Cup
So after my last vlog, a lot of you were in the comment section saying, please give us more market.
This is the biggest boss. The biggest guy in our new market. Whatever truck you want, if you want, can you do 500 trucks? 1,000 trucks, whatever it is. No problem. Any amount he's capable of doing, inshallah. Yes. Commodity trade. I always make it a priority to connect with the market.
And massive cash prizes. Really? Wow! Wait, what? I'm here?
Hello, how are you?
Let's try.
I'm good, I'm good.
It's a circumstance which plays to their very strengths. This would be the position they went to. They were dreaming of last night.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
Team that protects its goalkeeper, that prizes its every clean sheet.
Huh? What's on?
Spain with a purpose, with a core, with a fibre, with a certainty, with a method, and with a view of the World Cup finals. Kylian Mbappe, who scored a hat-trick in the last World Cup final and lost. For Didier Deschamps, whose reign
Huh?
is close
Can't you
to
show me?
domination, and who has made a half-time change in midfield. Adrien Rabiot, with a yellow card to his name, has been withdrawn. Manu Kone, whose place he took in the starting 11,
has replaced him.
Yeah, I don't think it'll take Deschamps long to make more changes if the pattern of this match doesn't change. They can't cause more problems to Spain.
I was a favorite song. I like Davido, Wizkid, Burna Boy, Ashake, Arista, Time,
Spain, Alan, presumably the messages, 45 minutes, exactly like the
etc.
45 that went before.
Yeah,
I
quite.
like a lot of things.
Been absolutely delighted, maybe a little surprised at what they've gone about it and how things have panned out.
Kone's first involvement, team hungrier than anybody out there to attempt for his first half error. Mentioned a couple of times over the course of the competition, also on Bucatine, that he missed the last two World Cups, having been involved in 2014, which was the last time France didn't really thrive. There have been only two World Cup semi-finals in the whole history of the competition in which the team trailing at half-time has gone on to win. Argentina beat Italy from behind at half-time in 1990, and in Russia 2018, Croatia beat England. And Porto Ruiz again by Upamecano, out by Rodri, too far in advance of Baina.
France are certainly capable of coming from behind and going ahead.
I want to solve, I want to be
They
right.
get the equaliser and there's a chance.
I want to go now.
Rabiot's on the yellow card. He wanted something different from Kone, we don't know, but yeah, if they can get the equaliser, that'll bring doubt into Spain's play. Things could open up for them.
Dino caught by Lamal. Oyarzabal couldn't bring it with him. La Cuaca in front of the Spanish striker. Yeah, over Ricardo. Kunde. Nicely taken on the run by Elise. Steps Laporte so unfussily. That is the hallmark of Spanish defending. Nothing appears to be urgent or last gasp. Adept readers of danger.
I'm back to my first goal.
Has to find a way of breaking it down. Ruiz. Carlo through his heading courageously. Loses high boot very close by.
Kind of pulled out, I think, Fabian Ruiz at the last second.
In the wind, Tubman. Porro wanted to come out the other way. Oyarzabal, now Lamal. Porro. Rodri. Lamal. He was caught by Barker. Referee thought otherwise. Kone. Isse. Mbappe. There's Kubasi. Ruiz. Stamped on by Rodri.
Yeah. Luis and Rodri forming a great double act in the middle of the park there, they really are.
Back of Thalbot.
Yeah, when you're not ready for it, you relax, that can hurt. Yamal, seconds before, claiming a foul here. No, there's nothing in that. Ref did well to let it go.
Porro, that's decent, and this is Lamine Yamal!
Goal kick. Outside.
Flag has eventually gone up. Manuel has smothered anyway.
What a beautiful ball it was in by Pedro Porro, but he's way off.
Dean. This is ever safe and sensible. Porro's pounced.
Looking at
His first force is always forwards. Ruiz knits together so smoothly for Spain. Correa for Baina. Alex Baina. Thabal. Oyarzabal high wide.
Not there to play against Spain in this mood. They really are giving nothing away, and when they do get the ball going forward, they'll get a threat. I thought he got a deflection, but I think he did.
And then both has got faster son aí.
Bolter's found an equally quick friend in Noah Lyles,
Totila.
the gold medalist from the Paris Olympics.
Oba kini sáré.
Those two, if you
Baba yẹn bá speed sáré.
It's unlikely.
Ó la speed náà. Òun náà sáré eléré lòun náà.
eléré mi náà mo ti gbàgbé òkè mi sí. Supporter man.
Lacroix.
Ẹ
Again by Porro. Here's Lamal chasing away from Dina.
He did well, desperate to get back and stop him out.
His back pass was imprecise. Manuel made good. Rodri.
I think France have got to make a change. They're getting nowhere fast here.
No one wiser than him. No one better qualified than him. No one with a backstory more suitable than Didier Deschamps. To find their way out of this hole that France find themselves in. Offensively, of course, he has the option of Mateta as
Who do you
a
win?
very
Who
different
is
type
winning,
of
France
centre
or
forward. He has the Desiree Doué,
Spain?
who has alternated effectively with Barcola.
Ẹ̀yin kọ́.
We say Dina, Barcola, Koundé, Barcola, Mbappe, Kone, Chouameni.
Ah,
He's been disappointed. Dembele, I wonder whether he'll look at Dembele and decide to swap him. Mentioned Ryan Cherky earlier.
We'll see by Lacroix. Say, kept it from Olmo. Chouameni, Dembele, Mercado, Koundé. Terrific by Baina, but he's given it back to Mercado. Say, Barcola's drag. Simon sliding swiftly off his line.
I was playing with Smart. I should have caused penalty.
Great anticipation. There wasn't
Because
much
when you
space
play
actually for
on
Barco
fire play.
to operate in anyway.
I don't fire play you.
Penalty no she want to play me.
Offside.
Desiree Doué is going to get his moment. Here in the expense of Bradley Barker, that has been the regular alteration for them. France have scored in their last 10 World Cup matches. Olmo, Oyarzabal, Lamal, Olmo, Rodri, Ruiz, just on the reach. Oyarzabal.
Well, that was over there. The technical brilliance of Spain is really impressive. No wonder to get Deschamps making a change.
That's my score, boys.
This
Still
time
should
it
hold
will
me.
happen for Bradley
Still should
Barker.
hold me.
He has certainly had
Oh, Mark,
his
man, that.
victory moments of this World Cup.
Man is the coach in Napoli now.
First up against Senegal and
Yeah,
knockout stage against Sweden, but Desiree Doué,
But those mention one there.
replacement. So he's got one goal as well. I guess his principal impact on the competition up to now was winning the decisive penalty against Paraguay. Laporte, Rodri, Ruiz, Porro, Rodri, Olmo,
The space he's got here.
Ah. That was space for feeling.
Alex Baina. Here comes Koundé, support from Rodri. Knocked in by Rodri, away by Digne. Welcome back in by Fabian Ruiz.
They look much more comfortable in their shape, Spain.
Porro. Olmo! Pedro Porro!
No.
It's happening for Spain!
Space.
Look at
Cross the ground.
eyes!
What we have left my
The
blue.
world is opening up for this
Hello.
glittering Spanish cohort.
Allez-vous?
You see the other one get good.
Good, yeah. Good, yeah. How are you?
For Pedro Porro, the moment of his professional life.
I you go score against Portugal.
Absolutely
Yeah.
huge this for him and his country. It's a long way back for France now, the way that they're playing, the way that Spain are playing. Giving Les Bleus hardly an inch. I mean, Danny Olmo here, we know he's such a clever player. It's a lovely little knock-off.
No more good news.
Paulo, we mentioned earlier, he's enjoyed a
No more
brilliant
good here.
tournament.
Because offside.
The
Because
senior doubt here. Dispatched like a top-class striker.
you go play cafe here, Bunny.
Give Danny Olmo the benefit of the doubt. He meant that pass. Porro certainly meant this. And you can't say they don't deserve it, Spain. They've been the better team. All over the pitch.
Well, Pedro Porro came to this World Cup without an international goal to his name. He now has two, both in the knockout stages of the biggest tournament of them all. He got the second of three against Austria. In the last 32, he has got the second of so far two in the World Cup semi-final. He is dreaming his dream. And Spain, after 16 years, are half an hour away from another World Cup final.
I was so damn it.
France before today have conceded just twice in the whole of the tournament. They've conceded 2 to Spain in an hour.
Spain have only conceded 1 in this tournament. That is a mountain to climb for France. They've got to step it up big time. They've been nowhere near their potential, their capabilities.
Remind you that the last time France were 2-0 down was the World Cup final, and Mbappe had a say then. But here's Lamine Yamal. He's free. He's easy. He's brilliant. But the flag is up, and he's robbed of his moment. He's not so sure.
Well, the technology is nearly always right. He has given Luca Digne, though, a torrid time.
See how tight this was. Quite tight.
Yeah. Shoulder offside. To finish in a half, though.
Outside now. That's my old. Kò sọ́wọ́ ń bẹ̀. Ọ̀nkọ̀wọ́ ara nìkan ni.
Well, in 2010, when Spain conquered the world, they did so then as European champions. European
Really?
champions looking to repeat that deed.
Well, they're being totally outplayed here, Les Bleus. No real sign of getting back into this. If anything, look, Spain look like getting the next goal.
Spain are hungry. Olmo. Got in the way, Chouameni got to send it back, but there's always a Spaniard covering. Ruiz for Baina.
Eh?
When there's only standing,
Blockage.
tí kan bá lọ tó bá ti sọ bọ́ọ̀lù láti sáré
Ẹ̀yàn á ti block ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀.
He would certainly decorate a World Cup final. It's increasingly likely that he'll get the chance.
So means that when you play always on toes, they don't sáré kiri in 90 minutes. Kó o lè dúró.
So again, France from 2-0 down did rescue the last World Cup final, only ultimately to lose it from the spot. Kylian Mbappe generate something similar.
Yeah, we should certainly not write them off just yet.
Here is Mbappe, driving with strength and requiring of Simon to cover at his near post.
Just trying to cut it back a little bit more than he did in the end, but you'll be hoping for a few more one-on-ones like that.
He says quick take. Dembele, Dean on the corner.
Ẹ bọ̀ tọ́sùn sí ẹ̀. Àwọn ilé wọn ní pé Madrid máa tà wọ́n.
Sergej Chouameni with a little near post
Yeah.
shot.
Enzo bá lọ síbẹ̀.
Just
Okay.
nothing.
àwọn ilé machinery làwọn ilé yẹn ló lè ṣiṣẹ́ báwọn ilé ṣe ń ṣiṣẹ́.
So perhaps because
Toshimeni ó ń ṣiṣẹ́ gan.
lead individual is
Ó ń
beginning to
zù
understand as we all
ó
are
ń
the
wú ẹ̀ ó ti ń wú ẹ̀.
in New Jersey on Sunday. Shown there a famous Frenchman in Arsene Wenger who may not be enjoying
No,
this.
it's 2-0 already. Clear sir. Okay, kò fẹ́ kó wá. Chelsea kò sí ní plan Chelsea mọ́.
Spain have scored with the only
Ọ̀rọ̀
two
bó ti
shots
sọ̀rọ̀
on
ń pa
target
Madrid
in
ńgbà
the
yẹn.
entire game.
Gbà tó wà ní Chelsea.
You think of France's attacking capabilities in this tournament. Amazing how Spain have kept them at bay. Still, precious little sign of them being able to produce anything.
Dean, Doué, Chouameni,
After water break, báyìí àwọn France máa jí.
Koundé,
After water break, France máa jí.
Cucurella retreating, Dembele for Mbappe, Kone, Doué. He's not helped out Dino in that pass. Toronto's always first there. Chouameni. Dembele. Mbappe!
Corner.
Tavernier gets a corner.
Yeah, came off Cucurella, I think.
Mbappe.
I thought
Now
that
Wagner,
was
Wagner.
Mbappe in front, spinning into the corner, but the left back's touch was enough.
France hurriedly on with it, as they need to be now. Elise. Dean. Elise. Doué. Into the crowd. They'll get another crack. Left it behind for Elise. Outside of whom Dean. Dean can load it in. And see who can pocket it. And get rid of it. Heading for Lamal. Manuel saw that danger. It's a nice spread.
Ah!
This way and that. It's offside, not for the first time.
Yeah.
What's offside now?
So close it was.
I was to be at it.
Olmo. Luis. Mina. Mina stayed down. Get a hydration break very soon. Spain also waiting to make a change. Miner's back up on his feet. Only to get down again under challenge from Koundé.
Man, he's just held his ground. A foul.
And it is now time for a hydration break. And whilst football, for decades, centuries and more, has made a fool of people who try to summarise it before the game is finished, you would have to say at this stage that Spain feel in complete control
I
of
did not
this.
fit.
Yeah. From the diffuser machines, stick diffusers to perfumes, essential oils, room sprays, and more. Matilda scents infuse the surrounding.
Every journey begins with a choice.
Kò lè gba physical game
A
bẹ́ẹ̀.
choice to go further, to chase greatness. Built for performance, designed for confidence, Determination to win.
This is the matter.
Because champions
Funny, the
deserve
rap plug is even matter.
Chang'an Depot. Drive peace of mind. Brought to you by
The rap plug is
Ricardo
funny,
Motors.
it's even one.
Why choose Furniture House? It's very simple. You can't look
Hey, yo.
away from quality. You can't look
Wọ́n sálẹ̀. Ẹ máa tàn lẹ́yìn ẹ̀bẹ̀.
You definitely can't look away from excellence. Trust me, your dream furniture is right here. Furniture.
You sold a monument. This is everything that made it possible. These are the stories this book doesn't show. The features on Super Sport. The selection
lẹ́yìn.
stories told through a new lens.
Ó máa ṣiṣẹ́.
Get ready. It's time to unleash the power of Storm Energy. Be refreshed as you defy the odds.
Nǹkan tí South Africa lè ṣe o pẹ̀lú pad network yìí. Wọ́n máa wọn important pad network.